welcome to Junk Journal number, Junk Journal with me, number 38. And this is a journal that I've made myself in a workshop. I don't even remember what the binding is called. Is it Coptic binding? I am not sure. Anyway, I didn't do a great job with it, so I'm not precious at all with it. This is my first entry in the book, and I'm actually kind of happy that I found a purpose for it, and I think this is going to be my collage book. Although this might end up being my only collage in this book. Never know. And it has a heavyweight paper. I think it's like 200 grams, so it's very nice and very smooth to work on. So yeah, I'm doing a collage, and I wanted to try another one on this bigger space because I don't know if you've seen the last bigger one I've done. I was not 100% pleased because I didn't think that I filled up the space well enough, and so I'm giving it another try. And I'm starting by adding various neutral toned paper, mostly from books. And I noticed recently I actually gave a workshop at the former school where I worked for my colleagues, and we were also doing a collage because that's obviously what I'm into at the moment. And so I also had the participants start off by just putting down the papers like this, various neutral toned papers, and it was so interesting for me to see. Because when I do this, as you can see, I have a pretty structured way of doing it. Like I have, all my papers are like rectangular shaped, and I have them either vertically or horizontally. But when I watched some of the participants, they didn't have that. They just put them down randomly and diagonally, and the pieces torn off were all kinds of shapes. And that really surprised me because I sort of don't come up with doing it like that. For me, this is the way I do it, and it was just so interesting to see other people do it in a different way, but it's so cool that everybody has their own way. So then I picked some neutral toned washes to add a little bit more to the background. And here I have some cutouts that I chose before making this spread because I thought they went together from their tones, and they all sort of have like grayish and neutral tones. And yeah, this skull is one I wanted to use when I did my collage with the bones and skulls. Maybe you've seen it, but somehow it didn't fit on that page, but on this one I think it works better, and it's actually the skull of a parrot, which is really interesting. So now I'm just trying to place all the cutouts that I have. These are from my encyclopedia, animal encyclopedia that I found secondhand at a Goodwill store. So I'm very, very happy with that find, making lots of use out of it. And I'm just playing with the shapes and the colors, trying to put them on the page so that they are more or less evenly distributed. And I wanted to add some more accents by adding some more washi, not only this neutral color, but also, you'll see in a moment, I've chosen some with a bit more interest to them, and not a whole lot. Yeah, and I'm using these numbers again, which I love so much. And again, I'm sorry I cannot tell you where to get this because I got this years ago at a local shop. But I'm sure you can find numbers on other washes. So, and I was trying to think, can I explain how I am spreading these out? And it's very hard to explain. I'm just filling in spaces that I think need something else. And here are the other 3 washes I have decided to use for this spread. And I am kind of putting them randomly, but kind of not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm putting them behind the animals where I think it just needs a little something extra. I really can't explain it. I'm so sorry. And again, I'm not 100% happy with this spread, and I think it would have needed more. And yeah, I will keep working on my collage skills, and hopefully I will come to the point where I like them better. But maybe I'm just really struggling with this format, I think, because in the meantime I've also done some in my personal journal, which is close to a size of a standard traveler's notebook, so it's more it's taller than it is wide, and I think I really prefer that size. And because a lot collages I made in there I like much better. But I didn't make videos of them. I will have them up on my Instagram, or maybe by the time this is out I have them on my Instagram already. But maybe I will make some videos of working in that journal as well, because they do seem to come out a little better. So as you can see here, I'm just choosing a few stamps from my stamp collection that would work with the colors that I have on this spread. I'm just adding a little bit more blue and some more birds, and yeah, just putting down some more interest. So yeah, at the end you'll see some more photos of how the final spread looks, and yeah, hope this gave you some inspiration to make some of your own, try some of your own. You don't need stamps, you don't need an encyclopedia, you can just use whatever cutouts you have, look through your magazines and see what you can use and just start collaging. It's so much fun. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this and hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.